So in this video we are implementing these tools. These are real tools for real project works. The scope of the works is for a massive WellBoreIamge segmentation and the recognize of fracture between the natural fractures. We are make classification between the natural fractures and the hydraulic fractures in a real project for a massive data processing of WellBoreIamge. In this case we are trying to implement this code, and it's clear we have a different type of situation: horizontal wells, vertical wells, deviated wells. So this is the complex project for automated deep learning and machine learning, in this case to process data for WellBoreIamge, for WellBoreIamge segmentation and extract this. For example, you have classified F for natural fracture of drilling induced fracture, the fracture that is caused by drilling, M with mud shear tool scratch noise. And we have also plotting that in a different way. We have the fMRI acoustic fracture picture, the true deep and azimuth not image deep, the QC confidence score, the Sternet structural interpretation, the stress and anisotropy link age. For horizontal and deviated wells, you have the following formula that helps to you to establish the fracture deep and the real deep orientation. That is another most important target, in this case reconverted in all WellBoreIamge and realigning all image with the true deeps. And because, for example, you can give the well inclination, the well azimuth, the apparent fracture azimuth, and the apparent deep. So the true deep correction using this formula, it is the tangent of the true is equal to the tangent of image fracture to the sin of cause of sin alpha, where alpha is clear, that is represented by this formula. So the angle alpha, it is the mean of I f image minus that. We are working for a simple data. This data is extract from tech log. In this case, from the log you have the mean, the deep, azimuth, the trace length, and all the depth. We are correlated the WellBoreIamge to the sonic data that is pulsed to establish especially tools, in this case, to establish the length of fracture, but it don't helps to make a classification of types of fracture. For the rock strength you have the cohesion and the phi. The DFM, the aperture by millimeters, is that. The K matrix is this, and the fracture is this. For in this range you can have this, the artifacts for in this range, and finally you can pass by the filter. You can apply a simple filter for this FM image, and you have a several plot that starting from the fracture classification you permitted us allow us to make also a first geomechanical analysis for the more coulomb analysis. We have the more secure and the file envelope. In this case you have the permeability tensor, and the sonic data permit allow to us, when you are finally make the fracture classification you allow us also to make an estimation of a permeability tensor with relative units. With following columns you can extract data also in TXT file, and you can have an estimation of permeability for the different each types of families of fracture. So it's really important to make a good characterization of reservoir, and the fracture stereo is plotted that plotted the orientation, the fracture stereo plotted with the final QC analysis, plotted the relief, the orientation of fracture in WellBoreIamge, the correct dip and the correct dip and the correct orientation after applying these types of correction. You are following that. You are following this formula. After applying this formula for corrected the real orientation. And finally, you can also apply geostatistical tools to have the root mean square standard deviation between the relief position of fracture and real fracture. So it's clear that they completed the analysis of reservoir in this case, and you can make a good decision to planning hole, not planning well to drill, but to planning the type of casing you can use, the deviation, and other else. This is a very essential new tools we are developing, starting from reprocessing all the WellBore image segmentation and artifact recognition. So, is a clear example of new works.